My name's Joe, we are Stellar Scaffolding, and this is episode 3.
Yes, mate.
Yes, Ols, we rolling? Rolling.
We're rolling deep, brother. I'm just...
We are, yeah? Banging.
Yeah, I'm literally about to pull up, brother.
Send you Sean's number now, mate, and call Sean, yeah? Sean that's coming to you.
You call him and call me back and tell me what time I'll be here, because it's just really annoying, because it's not everything I planned today is now not going to work as I wanted it, because you're not here. So you alright, bro?
Alright, mate. How far off are you boys? Are you a while off?
Yeah, I've literally just left the yard, bro.
Oh, really? What was there loads to do, was there? Alright, my boy. How are we? Cameras are on.
I'll just leave him here.
Yeah, they're there. They'll be there shortly. All right. Cheers, mate. Bye. I'll see you, all right, mate? What's happening, boys? Big Simeon. You all right, son? Lovely job. Proper job. Proper job. Yeah, it's banging. Very smart, mate. Very smart. You good?
Yeah.
Strong boy, ain't ya? Strong boy, John.
Obviously, because we don't use the bigger beams.
Yeah.
And there's no spine beams in it.
Yeah, you're going to spark the inside.
Spur,
Well,
yeah. Back and front.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
It's a long old span.
Where are they going to come from off this ledger here?
Yeah.
Oh, they're there already. I've just seen. Yeah, I've just seen.
This side's done. We just got to do that back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, fine.
fill all the beams in.
Yeah. Nice, mate. Very nice.
Right. Anyway, fittings. We could do with some fittings up there. That's for sure. Couple of buckets of clips ready. Yeah, camera. Right, he's a beast, isn't he? He just don't stop.
So we're back. We're in Edgware where we started episode 1. As you'll see, the job has progressed quite nicely. So we've actually had to pull off here for a little bit of time. It's kind of been a progressive build up until this point. The clients needed different things at different times. However, we finally got the green light about a week ago to get the tin hat on. So as you'll see, we've got our final boarded platform here. Usually if there's no tin hat on it, obviously this is the highest point of the building. This is where the scaffold will stop. However, there is a tin hat that's needed on this, as they're going to be doing a complete re-roof and there's stuff inside that needs to be protected. So to keep it 100% watertight, we have to obviously take our lifts over the highest point of the building, which on this is the chimney stack. Obviously, as standard, is normally a 2-meter head clearance from the highest point. However, there's no work really to do on the stack. So where we are is fine. The height's spot on for the client. So what the boys are doing now, as you'll see, is finishing getting the guts in for the beams. So at the minute, we've got the beams spanning from front to back. The full is going to be on the front of the building, which obviously the full is so that water can drain off. The whole point of it is to keep it watertight. So once it's sheeted, which is being done tomorrow, it will then be monoflexed around the sides, the whole completely waterproof sheet, all the way around the sides to keep it 100% watertight and make sure that nothing is able to get in. Now, as you'll see, as we've used 450 beams, which is the depth of them, they're 450 mil. This can, on a span this big, and will create a sag. Obviously, if there's any sag in the roof, what that means is water can sit, and if it can sit, it can start leaking through. So what we've had to do and what we've started to do, as you'll see, from the ledger of the first structural lift for the roof up to the underside of the beams, we've got a brace running, which basically will take the weight out of the beams and keep them straight, to mean that the full carries on running and that the water runs completely off the roof.
Listen, don't get that sub like I had the other day.
So there's what sub? Which sub?
I had £100.
Yeah, which time? You've had a lot of £100 subs. You've had a lot. It's on camera now as well. Boys are just getting set up now. They're getting their material up, ready to go up. To carry on getting the guts in the beams. So we're going to take a walk and I'll show you other areas of the job. As you will see, it's not very habitable, but obviously we are just the scaffolders. So this section here, they're obviously extending the whole of the back. So this part is actually a new build block. The original footprint of the house finished, where you'll see just here, inside there. So we are here at the rear of the property. I thought I'd just bring you around here, show you the back of the job, and just explain exactly what's going on here. So obviously the bulk of our work is commercial, as you'll see. The main business is built on commercial work. However, we do residential stuff as well. So this is a project for one of our regular clients. It's a total domestic refurb and extension. The main bulk of this is the whole scaffold is to keep the property watertight throughout the renovation period. And as you'll see here, mainly it's a pretty standard scaffold all the way around. The only time where it's a little bit technical is for the bridging section, which we're going to show you now, to the right hand side of the property, where we had to go over a low level roof, which entailed putting in some beams. So it's a case of just putting beams coming off the tower at the front and the tower at the back, spanning it with 780 beams. So the depth of them is 780 mil, and then obviously taking the lifts all the way up. Where the job's being monoed, we've got to try and keep it as boxed in as we can, and obviously reduce the overhang. Now down these parts here, it's not the end of the world, because we're only actually monoing to the boarded lift, to this top boarded level here. So underneath there we're okay, but anything above that we need to try and keep it in as tight as we can, so that the monoflex pulls nice and tight and looks tidy when it's done. We'll just go to the front of the property. It's all busy, it's all go. So the boys are just up there now, cracking on, starting to lace and brace their beams. There's a lot of gear going into this, a lot of gear to go into the roof, as you'll see.
Hi, Joe.
Obviously the bill that we've got outstanding is getting quite, it's not a small bill, like just for the current works there, and obviously all of it is now out of our contract, so none of it is in the original order. And I'm just worried, obviously, like, just not worried, but just obviously I've got to box carefully. If I just keep running up a bigger bill, I don't know where my account is. As to me, it just paints a bit of a picture that I don't know how secure I am with it, you know. So small interruption. Obviously we're here with the boys getting set up. We just had a call come through now. Basically we've got a client that's very keen to get us back to a job. We've had to pull off there temporarily, simply because there's just been there's quite a few QSs that have been in and out the door. I'm not really sure exactly what the picture is there, so I've just got to be a little bit careful. I'm quite exposed. Obviously our original order, we've almost doubled that and some. So I've just got to make sure that we've got everything in line in terms of our paperwork, and everything is covered, plus payments in, before we just keep throwing that at it, because in our industry people do go pop, things do happen, and you just got to stay alert to it all the time, you know. While it looks like it's all sunshine and rainbows, big jobs going up, lorries here, you know, lots of men, like everyone's in good spirits, behind it all there's a system, there's a business that has to run and operate properly, and the only way it can do that is with money in the bank. So we've just got to be careful that we're being protected all the time, and that people are paying their bills. If they do that, we're good, but when they don't, we have to move in a different kind of ways. So back to business. The boys are cracking on as always. So we've got Jamal up there. He's our labourer. He just bumped his head, but that's why we have our hard hats on. We've got Ross at the bottom, part one scaffolder. He's going to be passing stuff up to Jamal, which will obviously go on to Dritan. So Dritan joined us about 3 months ago. He's a labourer from Romania, lovely lad, and a good worker. So yeah, he's been a very good recruit. Ross is fairly new to us as well. But yeah, the boys we recruit well. They fit in, they slot in straight away, suit our mould, and yeah, you think they've been here forever. So we've got Simon up there, who's part two, and Ollie, who's our part 2 and 4. Simon as well, I think he's definitely got it in him to be a foreman. I think he's pretty much running this, well, he is running this job with Ollie. The type of work we do, we wouldn't be able to do if we didn't have the type of people we have.
Nice.
How are we getting on here? All good? All good here?
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I think so. Tomorrow, the plan is that it will be sheeted.
All right.
Yeah, so the roof will be done. And then on Friday, this will be wrapped around the side and then you're finished.
Oh, great.
And it's all yours. You can move in. Get up there, boy. So my hands are dirty for once. I've had to jump in with the boys and get a bit of material up. At the minute, we're quite short staffed, so it's I've got a lot of men off. We should have 18 normally, but I think we're about 5-6 men down at the minute. We've got a lorry off the road as well, which is back soon. So yeah, we're making it work as we can, as much as we can. The material's now up there, so the boys are going to get cracking. So really, they've got to get all their plans in, their plan braces on all the beams, all the way along, front to back. We've got to get our tie cords in, top and bottom, and then it's a case of putting our purlings in, which will ultimately be what the sheets sit on top of, and they will clamp down. So they'll clamp together. We'll start from the back left corner, start sheeting on the back left corner, and then yeah, the sheets will just spread up and out all the way along until it's watertight. Now the plan is for it to be fully sheeted tomorrow. So the boys have got to get all their guts in, all their plan braces, all their purlins, and the plan is for that to be fully done today, fully boxed off, complete. Thursday, we are sheeting. So the plan is by close of play tomorrow, we are off here. We're then going to get a third-party company to come in, monoflex everything down to the boarded level, and have 100% watertight so that we can hand the job over to our client and leave them with it for what is due to be a 12-week hire period. The boys are finally getting going now. It's about 9 AM, everything's set up, ready to go, and yeah, the day is just getting going. Look at your burnt leg from last week, from episode 2. Stellar is to you, mate.
What Stellar is?
Yeah, you got to explain what Stellar is to you. For
Good anyway. I put it like that. It's putting me under pressure. I work harder.
You work well under pressure though, Jams. You enjoying your time on Stellar?
Yeah, no, it's lovely.
Yeah?
No, you're a lad. You've helped us all out, yeah?
You're a grafter, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're a good boy.
us, we get him crying, yeah? He's helped us out. Let's put it like that.
But he helps us out as well, he's a good boy. That's Jams. Top labourer. Just don't let the other boys hear it.
Why don't you just tell me the truth? I am. No, I mean it. Thank you, Joey, yeah?
Nah, top man, Jams. You're a good man. You're enjoying it though, yeah? You're enjoying the graft? Yeah?
Helps me out.
Good man.
Couldn't fuck around me out. That's the truth. Shame it's on camera and I got to admit it. But,
No, he's helped me out. It's a partnership with all the boys. It's a partnership. We're all equals, you know, driving for the same purpose. You know, we're all trying to be better and bigger. So that rounds off our visit here. We're going to come back on Friday and we'll show you the finished project. Obviously, the boys are now rocking and rolling. They're starting to work their way from the front to the back, getting the beams all laced and braced. So we're going to leave them to it and we're going to get on to job number 2. Sweet boys, I'll see you in a bit. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Nice one. We're on the way to our next project now, job number 2, which is actually another domestic job. So it's for a window replacement on a 3rd floor of an apartment block in southwest London. So we're on the way there. The boys are just finishing up their first job, which is striking the last bits of the Wimbledon project, which you saw last week. Hayes is also done now. We're out of there. That's boxed off and complete. The amount of material that's come out of that job is just mental. Particularly, we've got a lot coming up. So the material that's coming out of there is in the yard at the minute. The yard is heavily stocked, but ready for the storm ahead. So we're on the way to see the boys there. Kieran, Jake, Jay, Vlad, and Darren. Yeah, one thing I really want to do with this is I want you to see more and more of the boys. I solely see it that me and the boys, it's a partnership. You know, I see it that my role is to bring in the work, make sure the bills are paid, and make sure the wages are there, make sure the money is on the table. Yeah, those are the 3 things that I have to do. If I don't do one of those things, the business can't operate. Now, the boys is to be out there on the front line, day in, day out, completing the work, carrying out the work, making sure that it's done on deadline and making sure that things are done in the safest manner. Now, my way that I like to operate and move with the boys is something that I want you to see, because I feel like how we are doing this, we're a young company, we're hungry, and I feel like it needs to be shown. I want the boys to share their stories. We'll have episodes that will be designated to each individual, and you will see their stories. And we've got some serious personalities on here. You know, we've got some boys that have been right down in the dumps, that have had so many issues inside and outside of work, that have now turned their lives around, you know, like issues with drugs, alcohol, women, you know, all the same sort of stuff that goes on day in, day out, but they've now turned their lives around. And I want you to see that. You know, we've got boys that have been in and out of jail, boys that are very talented in other things, you know, outside of work. And my whole thing is that I love that about this group. And like, to me, it's not just a business, it's so much more than that. And I want that to come through, I want that to be portrayed. And the direction that we're going to be going in is where not only do you see the ups and the downs of the business, but also you really get to know our men, because without the men, the business is nothing.
Staff is fucking hard work, mate. I can't handle too many of them.
Really, yeah. Mate, it takes a minute, it takes a while to get the right ones, I'll tell you that. Just had a call there from another firm having issues with people turning in. And now my thing is that my boys will say that I'm ruthless, yeah. In the past, I've not needed to for a while, the boys are spot on. I get rid of people quickly. If people aren't turning the line, or they're not turning in, or they're not doing what they need to do, they're not fulfilling their role, they're gone. And my whole being of that is because I'm taking risks every single day to grow this business. I have to be so on the ball. My minimum spend now is 110 grand a month. That's before any money is made. Yeah, that's what the business spends, 110 grand a month. My wage bill for this year, as it stands now, is £850,000 a year. So I do not have any room, any time for people that are gonna like not toe the line, you know? And when I say toe the line, I don't mean as in me be the big boss and then be like, this is toe the line and be shoulder to shoulder with me, because I'm doing my bit in this partnership and I expect that to be met the same. Like I say, I'm taking on the risk, I'm growing this business with the boys, we are growing this business, but if people don't do what they're supposed to do, they will not last in this business, because we are going and we are going quickly, and that we are gaining ground, and we just do not have time for people that will not do what they're supposed to do. So just arrived in Roehampton. The boys are here cracking on. This is their second job of the day. They've just come from Wimbledon, where they've finished striking. This is just another, well, it's a small job for us really, a small domestic job, where basically the lady is having windows replaced on the top floor. So she's the third floor, and we've got to put access right the way across and then all the way up. So there'll be an access point in between, around 4 meters up. There'll be the first boarded lift of access, and then after that, it's going to be the boarded lift right at the top, just below the window, so they can get in and change their change all the units and do everything they need to do. Yes, the boys. What's happening, bro? You right?
Yeah, man.
See you, geezer. Yes, not bad at all, brother. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Good to see you, bro.
There's a toppy along that. You probably get another one.
Yeah, four get you to the top of those, isn't it?
They want it 600 down though from the window. So you're going to come down 2 foot from the bottom of the window.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Mate, I think you may just get that. 4. Not a lot in it. So the boys are just finishing up now. We need to hit the road. We need to get to Chichester for about 2 o'clock. So we're going to leave the boys to it. The boys will send us photos and videos as normal, which we'll be able to add into the video. So that will get wrapped up, and then they're on to job number 3, which is their last job, which is the tower in Walton-on-Thames area. It's been a little bit of a short one today, simply because I'm governed by, I have to be back for I need to be in Chichester for 2 PM, which is the other end of where we work. So ideally I like to do my meetings in the morning so that I'm freed up for the rest of the day, but this is a pre-start, it's a meeting I can't miss, it's a lovely job as well. However, we are filming again on Friday, so today's Wednesday, the video will be out tomorrow. We're filming again on Friday for episode 4, which there's some lovely jobs ongoing there. So that rounds off episode 3. So thank you very much to everyone that's watching and following. We're now up to 500 subscribers in less than 2 weeks. It's building at pace, and yeah, lots of new followers on the socials. And like I say, we've got big plans for this, and we really appreciate everyone that's strapped in. If you haven't subscribed, do so, and don't forget to comment and like the video. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again for episode 4.